go. I'm just gonna talk like Bob Ross the whole night, I guess.
Nice.
I love Pride.
There's no such thing as mistakes. There's just happy little podcast ad libs.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone.
So-
Welcome to another episode of The Altar. Tonight, we've got a full house. It's me, Based Heisenberg. We got Max, a.k.a. Ann Caparato. We got Matt, a.k.a. Moonlit Matt. And we got Yimra, a.k.a. Yimra. How we
Yimmer,
doing
why is
today?
your neck so long?
Who? What?
I'm like, Yimmer, why is your neck so long, dude? I'm just kidding.
I'm gaming right now, so I'm on an angle.
Throat goat.
Throw goat. You know he won the glizzy.
The glizzy for the Grimmy.
The Grimmy.
Like you were just dial it in just so you could play. But we get to like the shitty perspective. We can't actually see anything going on. It's good.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out the setup. I didn't really think very far ahead.
Clearly. But anyways,
Clearly.
Benjamin,
Yes.
I think we're all doing
Has
okay.
has this been a rough Pride Month for the community? I feel like things are a little subdued lately.
A little. I mean, everybody's a little tired of it, and come to boot, Canada's sending a bunch of smoke down and smoking out all the faggots in New York City, so.
I mean, I don't live in a super like liberal place. I live in the most like hippie place in Wyoming.
Yeah.
But like a lot of businesses that had pride flags up like don't have them this year.
That's just weird.
They just don't. They're done.
My company is like owned by a major company on Wall Street, and they like did a little thing, but like they're just like, "Oh, we're pride proud," and it's just like, what? What does that mean?
That's so strange.
Proud to blow
I'm making
demons.
my gay employee work double
Exactly.
shift.
It's incredible.
Oh,
Everybody has to interact with that gay clerk.
Oh my god. Pride Month. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's even Pride Month. I'm so out of the loop. I should make some gay colors. Well, I know. I did remember at the beginning of the month because I posted my hostage situation video,
all
which I'm
right.
very proud of.
Yes.
Everyone's familiar with that, I'm sure, out of us.
If you're
But for
not
people that
familiar
don't
with
know,
that, you should go watch it.
Would you
yeah,
like to be?
on this channel, search hostage situation. That's the video.
Okay,
I'll
here
describe
I'll be your Jamie. I'm gonna pull it up. We could stream it for.
Oh,
a second.
you will?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
let me find it.
Perfect. There we go. I forgot we have that capability.
Thanks,
now.
Jamie.
I've been out of the loop.
Oh shit.
Does Ben
Wait,
have to play it?
hostage? maybe?
No, so if he pulls it up,
Oh,
in
yeah, I
screen
found it.
shares,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
I
can
got it.
send it through.
Yeah.
I am the
I forget how that
keymaster.
works. I am the keymaster.
Hi, I'm the keymaster. You're the gatekeeper. All right,
Right,
Rob.
you got this.
Let me see if it
All
like
the
totally
money here and
breaks
now, let's start killing
the actual
hostages.
viewing screen for
Let's
everybody
not
else.
do anything too rash. Remember,
I
it's
don't-
Pride Month.
so
Love is love.
like, how
Alright,
this
I'll
works.
kill
I
the
don't
gay
know.
hostages first.
Matt, you freaking minority, can you not talk through the video?
We got the point.
Whatever.
Oh, because I wasn't even hearing it.
Oh, why would you? I might be the only one who can, and then like.
I no,
plays
you
through
have
the
to
stream.
click. You have to click
Oh,
on
I
it,
click
and
it.
then I heard the audio.
I'm an old man.
That's all right.
Whoops. Yeah, I didn't know you were
Oops,
playing it
it
yet
is.
because I was asking about it, and I was watching
Dude,
the.
I
the
mean,
live
I'm
part.
sorry. You could check the stream thing. I don't know.
It's
Don't
all
worry
right.
about
It's
it.
all right. It's all right.
Don't worry about it.
This guy over.
So Yimra, what
yours up.
how brown outside is it right now?
It's like 8:00. It's like 9:00. So
All
I
right. So it's like Bryant Gumbel brown, or like Wesley Snipes brown, or
it's like bluish gray outside.
all right, Wesley Snipes brown. Okay.
Yeah. So what?
It's
So what
like
the
me wearing these sunglasses.
Yeah.
Ambers.
It
Yeah.
was like a tan kind of like brownish yellow color for a while. Last few days, it's not as bad now. Like today wasn't too bad. Like the day
Surprised.
yesterday and the day before.
I'm surprised it can get like that because like I saw a bunch of pictures when it's like I've been just miles away from like the largest fire in state history in like Colorado and Wyoming,
Mhm.
where it's like 150,000 acres burn, and it looks like that, which
Mhm.
is like crazy to me that like you can be hundreds of miles away and it still looks like that.
Well, yeah, I mean it's from like Quebec or something, so that's like a 9-hour drive from like New York City.
Most of
That
last
kind of
year,
distance.
there were these big wildfires in like Northeast California around like the Lake Tahoe region, and like all of Utah and Nevada, and probably a little bit of Wyoming too, got all this shitty just wildfire smoke.
Mm.
So what you guys have right now, I was dealing with last year. And I
Mhm.
remember standing on the roof of my building, like talking to some dude fixing our air filters because he got done and he's like, "These are the worst air filters I have ever seen in 14 years of doing HVAC maintenance." I'm just like, "Cool. Do we get like, you gonna take like a photo of our building and put on your wall, or what are we gonna do?"
So you
What?
might.
How long have you lived out west?
2019.
What? So 4 years.
Yeah, actually, 4 years in
Yeah.
October.
Okay. So it's like, I
Hold on.
was
Wait
that
a
your
second.
first like big
So you moved
like
just
wildfire season?
you moved right before COVID?
Yeah.
Like you knew it was coming?
Uh,
This guy's in on it. He's like, I'm out. I'm out.
Well, I'll just tell you, man. Like wildfire season is just a thing. Like it happens.
No,
like,
I know. Like
every other year, every 3 years. Like it just is bad.
like
It's
the year after I moved in, like in 2020, there was a wildfire right across Utah Lake for me. That was like, they just stopped it before it like tore apart this suburb, but like the smoke cloud was right over my apartment. So I woke up one morning and I was just like, "Wow, what the?"
Woke
fuck?
up one morning, got myself some cum.
Exactly, yeah. Except the cum was all smoky, so I was like driving, and then like a mile
So-
east, it was clear, and I'm like, "This is bullshit."
Question. So the fire, the New York situation is because of wildfires in Canada. Are we
Yes.
sure they're not burning the mass graves to cover up the history?
They might be. They might be burying all.
Feel like the
the
location might be an issue of where the smoke is coming from, but I like the theory nonetheless.
Hey, we don't know.
We don't
It could
know.
be all over Canada.
I don't know
especially
much
over
of
there.
anything, to be fair. What they
Do
call
we
pretty
know
incompetent.
anything? Do we know anything? No, we don't.
I'm part
We
of the
just
Know
pretend we do,
Nothings,
'cause we're here.
whatever that fucking weird political group in the 1700s was.
Doesn't know a fucking thing, my guy.
Oh, speaking of not knowing anything,
Mhm.
is my water situation. We're almost, was blowing
Oh.
some pipe. as
Oh,
Ben
yeah,
would say.
that's
Here's a
right,
perfect
yeah.
little segue.
In the Pride Month, Matt was almost blowing some pipe.
No, yeah, not a good way. Because it started in January. Like my water heater, the pressure relief valve was leaking. I was like, all right, my maybe just some whatever bullshit. Like it got some sediment in there, or whatever. And I changed it. It was fine. And then a couple weeks ago, I'm like, it's fucking leaking again. I'm like, it shouldn't be. What the fuck? And I replaced it again, and it's still like leaking a little bit. I'm like, okay, it's got to be something with the pressure and stuff. I've got an expansion tank that's supposed to help with excess pressure. That thing fucking failed. So I was like, all right, I replaced that. I'm like, no. I'm like, and I put a water pressure gauge on finally, so I could see what the pressure is. Yeah, as soon as I repressurized everything after replacing the expansion tank, it went from fucking 0 to 100 psi in like 2 seconds, and I'm like, this is not good. I'm like, if this is how it's been 4 months, I'm
That's
amazed.
like
my
a
pipes
car
didn't
engine.
burst. Yeah, it's like a car engine. Talk to you about that. So I'm like, fuck. So I was like, I just cut the water. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get the water regulator coming into the house has got to be fucked. Like it's the only explanation at this point. So I replaced that. Everything's been good, but it slowly climbs. I don't think it's gone much over 80, which isn't terrible, but you want it like under 80 generally speaking, especially the copper pipes. But I think it's like now I think like everything's fixed, but I got to fucking go talk to the city now. Be like, what are you running? What's the pressure you guys are fucking running into this my goddamn house? Because this is insane. But so far so good. I've got nice water pressure now. I could take showers. I don't, but I could. All right,
But,
slip it out.
Whole gamer
Are
moment.
you just a
Fair
bathe?
enough.
You'd like to bathe in your wife's like foot juices or something?
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Just
I
clarifying.
vape it. I bathe in it.
Mm.
I drink it.
I
This isn't
hate-
beer.
I
It's a
hate this.
cover, so I can go out in public. I hate this.
You think that's beer in that can right there? Wrong. Foot sweat.
It's not even piss. So
I
you would
mean,
have upgraded the piss by now, like an absolute king you are. You know?
Yimra, we're not as advanced as you. Like, you're ahead of us. We're trying to be
Mm,
like you.
man, that's a terrible idea because then you gotta have to make sure your dick doesn't work.
But I want my neck to be that long.
Thank you. I've been
I
stretching
need
it
my
out
dick
like
not to
that
work,
one
dude.
tribe with the cool necklaces.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they got the
Mhm.
rings. Mm.
I need my dick not to work, so I don't have any more kids.
Good luck with that.
All of them are planned. I don't want any unplanned ones. So just
What
putting that
what
out
was
there.
my comment last week with Ben, or a couple weeks ago, which was like, what's their strategy on that one? Because we've got like 4 generations of Irish twins going here, which is like, if they're, what's the age gap on?
For what?
My kids?
Yeah.
9 months.
4, 3. None of them are Irish twins. I'm surprised.
Oh.
Well, one of them was close because my 2 oldest, they're what was it, 15 months apart. So it was close. It was a close Irish twin situation. But
I mean,
no, so
you should be guarding, your seed. Don't, you need to like flush it down the toilet and stuff like that, because like that's a premium stuff right there.
It is, dude.
It's potent.
Some
and,
good.
And it's unvaccinated. Like, goddamn.
Yep. Yeah. Super unvaccinated. Yeah, so my kids are 4, 3, almost 2, and 5 months. 5 months old. So we're gone. But yeah, so I'm tired all the time doing my schoolwork, taking care of kids. Good
Try
times.
not to
I
make
like
more
how
kids.
Yeah, try not. It's very easy. It's very easy right now. For when you wrap your stuff, and then you're too busy to do anything sexual anyway. Most of the time, I make time for the podcasts. Outside that, I don't really have time.
The podcast is what's important.
Yeah,
Congress with my wife.
Yeah,
Fuck
very
that.
important.
Gay.
Chilling with the
was
boys.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Yeah, mandatory.
Mandatory. Can't get my boys pregnant. Shit.
Well,
We could try.
don't say it just yet.
That's the whole point of Pride Month. Can't get my boys pregnant.
Yimra's like, I volunteer.
Yeah, we can test that theory out. Think on
In
it.
Pride Month, you could breed your boys, but you can't impregnate your boys.
Ugh,
Tu
God.
sabes, puto.
Ugh.
Such a sad fate of the world.
Yeah, I got the bed right here, bro.
Oh,
Come on
man.
over.
Yeah?
Let's do it right here.
What you doing?
It's a full-size bed because I'm going to fill you up. And you can fill me
Nice. I'm glad
my wife
our
was
topics have gone away already.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I think I did a joke with her one time. I was like, I'm like, yeah, I'd bang a dude. She's like, no, you wouldn't. I was like, yeah, but could you imagine though? She's like, no, because you wouldn't.
It's like,
imagine for a moment you weren't straight. How would you feel?
Would you like to imagine?
Would you like to?
Would you like to?
Oh my god. Oh, so who's that pastor dude that died? Oh, I don't know why I was thinking about that. That old Pat Robertson dies at 93. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, sounds
12 hours.
Robertson.
like a loser.
He's a televangelist in the 700 Club. Like if you saw,
that
if
guy?
you saw him, you know.
Pro-life dies anyway, guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate to hear it happen.
Many such
I
cases.
guess.
Is that like people are like, oh, like, yeah, hallelujah, he's dead, and I was like, oh yeah, wow, like he lived to 93 and died like probably
Peacefully, well, relatively
Peacefully.
speaking. I mean,
like
he's probably going to hell anyways. I feel like if you're a famous
Yeah.
preacher, 9 out of 10 times you're like stealing money and like doing something awful anyways.
Yeah, I think he was into a lot of shit. I don't know we'd probably be favorable to some of the things he was saying.
Well,
He was-
the meme where he's praying, he's like, Jesus, I've seen what you've done for others, and I
I
want,
want that for me.
It's still so good.
That's a classic.
That was hit. That was him.
That was
I
him.
think so. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that. That's amazing.
But I don't think he was
I
like a
didn't-
big prosperity gospel guy. I think it was just like the.
No, he
Some
wasn't.
random
He
skull.
wasn't. I don't think he was prosperity gospel. That's like Joel Olstein, or whatever his name is.
That guy's a fucking philanderer.
That dude looks so
Oh.
narrow, like the devil.
I just love
tried to
his- I love
design
his
someone
voice.
who would fit through the eye of a needle.
Like I love his voice, but he's still like I definitely wouldn't give him fucking money.
Oh, you'd let
That I
him talk
don't-
dirty to you, though.
Oh yeah, you kidding me?
It's
And then
it's so wild.
God,
Going to these fucking or like driving past the mega churches in like Colorado Springs, which I think Joel Osteen's based out of, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
he's not based. Let's get that out of the way.
It's where he's cringe out of.
I'm just looking up the location, but like Colorado Springs is fucking full of these mega churches, and
Mhm.
they're like football stadium
Ugh,
sized shit.
ugh.
And it's just like, how do you feel like this is a great church? It's more of a rock concert than like a church experience.
Pretty much.
I've watched
Um,
one part of a sermon from Joel Osteen before, and I was like, "Why is that?"
Oh,
church
he's
so
in Houston,
fucking big.
but it's got 4,500 capacity. This
Yeah,
church.
I know
Wow.
he's in Houston. Well, because you remember during what the fuck was the flooding that was happening over there a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, and he just
Where-
didn't let people in or something.
Yeah, he just
It's weird
barricaded
like that.
whatever.
I
And
don't
the
want poor
memes-
people in here who ain't going to donate.
The memes are fantastic. It's like Joel Osteen was baptized in some black eye. It's like when you get to the third floor where the money is. Or that fucking idiot, that plumber who fucking found like a couple $100,000 in the wall of the bathroom there and reported it.
Hmm.
I'm like, dude, fucking take it.
Seriously.
I would just,
in the
I would,
wall.
you know, you can still
Yeah,
report
what are they
it.
gonna
Not,
do? What are they gonna
Yeah.
you know what you do is
All
you
right.
report a
Here's my
decent
tip.
amount of it, but you take some for yourself. That way
Well,
you do the right thing.
Oh
and make
wow,
money.
300,000. I better report this $200,000. Hey officers, can you come collect this $50,000
You know
I
what?
found on
There's,
the wall?
there's a chance that
Cops-
happened. We just will
Cops
never know.
routinely underreport the amount of money that they take
Yeah.
in drug bust because they.
We had
they
a plumber
pocket
here who reported finding $10,000 in Joel Osteen's wall. It seems very suspicious, but that's the threshold.
Yeah,
for an
between
IRS
between
payment,
all the
so.
cops and like the evidence people and like the guy who did initially, it was actually like $3 million, but by the end it was like $25.85.
Yeah. Like a gum wrapper.
More like a cum wrapper.
Oh, hey.
What do missile launch is talking about? Dude that found Civil War gold.
Oh.
That's kind of tough.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
finding-
no, he like found Civil War gold and the government just came and fucking took it.
That's not
Oh,
cool.
dude, I bet there's some stupid fucking like they used whatever FDR's executive order was to be like, hey, that belongs to the federal government, or like probably what Lincoln said, like, oh yeah, any Confederate gold is federal property, and so we can issue greenbacks. Which, by the way, I saw today that the IRS was founded during the Civil War, 1862.
This is so funny. I was screwed as Tumblr as one person. I'm just gonna say friend of the show. I don't know if they actually ever watched, but like hot take. But I actually am morally against no fault divorce. I don't care if you don't love each other anymore. Figure it out. You don't get to make a commitment like that and just dip when you don't like it. And I actually know someone not friend of the show that apparently got married. Their husband was all depressed and shit. And she's like, yeah, when I said that I would be with you thick and thin with my vows, I kind of didn't mean this, and like bounced the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
So someone replied to this post. It was like, God, I love when worthless individuals get mad about good things that aren't going anywhere. And the fucking OP's like, oh no, a homo thinks they get an opinion. Happy Pride Month. Oh, fucking great. Oh, no fault divorce.
Well,
Read your
wait,
contracts, people.
Did you see
Read your
this like
contracts.
Alaska this advisor to the Alaska governor?
About what? My
Like
parents are going to Alaska, so I should be informed.
he was like he's got this podcast.
What a gay.
who's-
Faggots.
Sounds fun.
Well-
What kind of fucking loser has a podcast, anyways?
I don't know. Fuck.
God.
Bunch of homos.
His so Governor Mike DeLevy's, I guess, Mike Dunleavy,
Dylan Mulvaney?
Don Levy.
advisor on pro-family policy, resigned Tuesday.
What do you have gay said?
This is May 30th. Sorry, so whatever Tuesday that was. Amid
Tuesday.
revelations that he made incendiary comments on a podcast. A review of 100 hours of recordings by Alaska Public Media report found that Jeremy Kubis defended Adolf Hitler's views on living homogeneously, boasted that he used a vile racial slur on a daily basis,
Excellent. Based.
and said people should get violent in response to aggressive transgender activists. He also said it is not possible for a man to rape his wife.
Oh, Jesus.
based.
Oh,
Wow.
that. Well, wait a minute.
To quote
I got-
him,
This
he
dude is
said-
just Matt's sock puppet account. What is this shit?
We
when
sure
you
that's not
signed the
like
contract, you
anarcho-capitalist?
consented.
Because that's like legitimately like some shit I brought up again a couple weeks ago. I got banned from a Discord server because of that Tumblr post I made, and I didn't even post it in the Discord. There was well, a little reflection. There was a server I found out about on Discord. There's a bunch of people that like do not like ANCAP specifically. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get up in this. I'm gonna get up in this Discord and see how long I last. That was the goal. I made it a month.
Not
And
bad.
it wasn't even anything I posted in there. One of the dudes in there went to my Tumblr account and saw some shit where I was like, oh, I made some joke post, which I didn't make it seem like a joke post. Where what was that? I'm like, yeah, people will take my fake post about love and feet seriously, but not my serious post about spousal rape being fake and gay.
Jesus Christ.
And the dude took the screenshot of the Tumblr post, posted it in the Discord. It was like, bro, what the fuck? And then like, I was like, oh no, like that was a joke. I'm like, and I gave like the little backstory. I was like, my wife told that to me in seriousness, because I joked to my wife. I'm like, you can't just have whatever you want, right? Like, cause like I have to consent. She's like, the consent was when you married me. She's like, I can get it whenever I want. And I was like, hard to argue with that.
Can't argue with that now.
So I took that originally and made a post about it like a couple years ago. So I was playing that up and I gave it to them. It's like, oh, so you're just being like edgy? And I was like, yeah, I guess I'm being edgy. I'm like, I just like to make people mad. And dude was like, too much cringe behavior, kicked me from the server. But then I got reinvited back. So I went back into the server and replied to him with a Peter Griffin meme about perhaps it's too cringe. I don't know. And then he banned me. And I can't get back in.
Huh.
So mission accomplished.
Wow.
Okay, wait. I got to read some more quotes from this article because it's absolutely
It sounds deranged.
It's something. To quote him, to quote Cubis, he says, he wasn't just a lunatic who wanted to kill Jews. I think he was somebody who recognized the virtue of living homogeneously.
Oh, jeez.
What a fucking fag.
That's Hitler, in reference to Hitler.
And a classic reference to the
He
man.
said, I'm not defending the Holocaust, but argued that other Nazi leaders bore more responsibility for killing Jews than Hitler did. He also argued that Hitler accomplished much more than Martin Luther King Jr., who he called a loser who accomplished nothing.
He called him a loser. Some very Donald Trump energy right there.
About to
Like,
say,
you're
yeah,
a
very
loser.
Trumpian.
Oh god, what's going on? Dude, I cannot wait for the fucking primaries. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good.
So yeah, this guy had like $110,000 job advising the governor of Alaska. And then people like looked up his podcast and were like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, geez.
That's just not even thinking ahead at all. You guy's a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
It's a good thing none of us want to get a job in politics.
Oh yeah, what was,
I was thinking about it the other
last
day.
week? We all had that moment where like, I really like my job.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, what was it?
Yeah,
What were we
Worst
talking
comes to
about?
worst, I can always do OnlyFans. So
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. I remember that. Oh, there we go. No, like, was it 2 weeks ago? We were talking about something. And you guys were like, "Yeah, like we can't say anything, but Matt, you can't get fired." So,
if you don't mind, can you just take this pass? It's got a few words of choice on there.
Just reading the YouTube comments right now. Matt, looks like you're back in.
Yeah, it might be. Did you unban me? Well, let's see. Let's find out. No, I'm banned. You have to unban me.
Yeah.
You literally have to have
free on mans. Free on mans.
Michael will do it. I saw Michael was in there. No,
Matt,
not the Michael.
The second you get unbanned,
Enoch.
post the podcast link and just tell people, just be like, just get him in.
Talking about spousal rape tonight.
Yeah, we're talking about spousal rape. Come on, boys, let's go.
So good. Yeah, no. HB Nana, what you would have to do is get one of the other mods, and this would have to be like quick and calculated, because I thought about this, but I'm like, it's too much energy, so I gave up on it. Was that I'm like, I know Michael's in there and he has mod, and I was like, maybe I'll reach out to him and be like, hey man, can you unban me, invite me, and give me mod privileges so I can't be banned? But I was just like, it's like too much effort for me, because it was easier before, because it was like, it's Fox and Croc server, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he invited me back the first time because I was only kicked originally, but apparently me coming back in, it was a great offense to where it was ban worthy now. So I was like, I was done. Like I got ideas brewing on how to get back in there, but almost just like it's not worth it. I just know he's mad. The dude's mad enough. Was mad enough about it. Well, it was funny because I literally told the dude, I was like, I like making people mad, and then he kicked me. I'm like, dude, this is what you're giving me what I want.
Hit dogs will holler.
Who's a mod in there? Let me know who's all a mod in there. No, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could ask Fox and Crocs to just like hook me up with mod. It'd be really annoying. But then the dude in question would probably just leave the server, which doesn't benefit me. Because if he's not there, who can I annoy?
Another person?
People?
Yeah.
I guess. The
always somebody
monarchists. I think there's a couple monarchists in there too.
Ooh.
Dude, when I first got up in that server, I brought up, because it was like, there was some post at the time that they linked about, like, it was like, where some guy was like, oh, like, are we like starting shit with like the anarchists again? And I was like, what's even going on? I'm like, what server is this? And like, oh, it's this server. I'm like, oh, hook me up. Like, invite me back. Invite me in there, and like I immediately let them know I was an ANCAP, and holy shit, 2 of them right away, back and forth, like anti-ANCAP memes, and like just wanting to argue. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue. It doesn't matter, which is true. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm like, that's why I don't argue on Tumblr. I'm not gonna argue if you want to have a conversation face to face or something. That's fine, but I'm not gonna do this argument shit, because at the end of the day, none of us are getting what we want. This isn't, if I change your mind, we're still not gonna, hey,
hold on.
It is Pride Month.
This is true.
So we could do that. Yeah, it's like, it's not worth my time to argue and shit. So I just want to be annoying with that. But I was like waiting for more like ANCAP conversations to come up. I'm trying to wonder why that dude even looked at my profile in the first place. Because if I knew it was that easy, I would have been posting the shit I do on Tumblr in that fucking Discord. But I was figuring about a month and a half, because that's usually how long it takes. Because I'm annoying as hell.
Croc's kind of like a right.
He is. He claims he's like an anarchist to me.
Matt,
at least,
how many Discords have you been kicked out of now? 109.
110 now.
110. Actually. So 110 Discords can't be wrong. Like,
I need to find a coin with ridges on it.
Matt, what if you could rape your spouse? How would you feel?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I can't rape my spouse. She signed a
Right.
contract.
But just imagine she hadn't signed the contract. How would you feel?
Why is your mic so booming?
I would feel like I don't understand the question. Hey, maybe we should for a couple of guys that are afraid of getting fired. Sure, I ain't acting like it right now. Oh no, Ben's like I'm top brass over there, baby. They can't fire me. I carry a gun.
No.
I'm the gun in the store. Okay,
no, not in the store officially.
Not on the record. On the record.
No, you're a faggot.
It's always funny when you're like at like a friend's wedding or something like that, and they like come and give you a hug, and then they look at you and you're just like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
dude, I used to fucking show off my gun like all the time when I went to the bars here, because I like, well, okay, I wasn't brandishing. It kind of was, but I'm like, bro, do you know West Virginia has no
Matt's out
laws
here
against
like,
this?
hey guys, look at this.
I literally would just like lift up my shirt. I'm like, they got no laws about this. It's crazy, right? I can have a beer and have this gun on me. And then, fucking who was it?
I
God,
did
what the
look it
fuck
up
was his name?
specifically. Wyoming only prohibits you from sitting at the bar if you're carrying a gun.
So you just stand at the bar.
Yeah.
You can stand at the bar. You can sit at a table in the bar.
Just not
but
at the bar.
You cannot sit at the bar if you are armed.
Well, all right then.
Technically.
What's funny is like it's like
There's
to protect whatever.
multiple bars in my town that have bullet holes in the bar back. By the way,
That's amazing.
those are from
That
like
poor
old
Mexican.
west like gunfights though. So yeah.
You know, the bar back is a term referring to the people that do the dishes, right? At a bar.
Okay. The
Mexicans.
What do you call the fascia?
My people.
Well, those are wetbacks.
I know what you I know what you meant, but I had to do that. The bar backs. The back of the bar.
Matt knows all about barback.
Dude,
Going barback.
I know it all enough 4 times.
Mm.
4 times as much.
Mm-hmm.
Bar back at it. What do they do in Poland? I don't know. What do they do?
Yeah, bro. Actually, this is a really out of left field, but I just had a question for you. So this is a grimace. This is a grimace question.
Yeah.
Oh
Is
God.
Grimace technically human?
I don't know how to answer that legally.
He's a taste bud, right? Originally, so he was made from human DNA.
Right, but is he human?
There's a lot of human DNA involved. Don't you worry.
So he's not a human.
I don't like this line of questioning because there's no way to dig myself out of this joke
You're
without
either
like,
banging a human, which is fine, or you're banging something that's not a human, which like.
Well, it's like it'd be like banging an alien because it's clearly an intelligent creature.
Okay, right. So you're banging an alien. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I guess in that case, yeah, sure.
All right, cool. All right.
Is it like an X-Files thing? Like they took some DNA, made a hybrid, brought back to Earth?
Here's the thing, Grimace doesn't talk about this stuff. He's very sensitive. It's a very sensitive subject for him, so I just don't simply ask about it.
Okay.
Just don't simply ask about it.
Yeah, I mean, simply.
Origin, I mean, it's difficult being purple, right? Like there's not even really your color technically on the pride flag. I mean, there's indigo, there's pink.
Mm-hmm.
No purple.
But is there really purple?
No true purple, and he's more of a deep purple, a dark purple.
Deep purple.
Deep purple.
Mm.
Let's see. What am I doing with my life?
What are you doing with your life?
I don't know. I've been giving myself acid reflux by vaping for like the last 10 hours.
Fantastic.
With no regard for my own health.
I'm wearing sunglasses, so I'm having a hard time determining colors.
Well, you don't see color because you're not a racist. So I
Of
mean,
course,
what's
yeah.
yours here?
Like,
Yimmer, are you
damn it.
making your own vape juice?
Only was racist.
I'm not. I'm just buying it illegally, like everyone should.
based.
Well, I make my own shit, and I think
We know.
60. Well, you know the pricing of it? Did I go over the pricing already?
I don't even really pay.
I think for a 90 milliliter bottle, I can make for about $1.
Oh Jesus Christ! I don't know basic math, but that sounds like a good price.
Yeah, it's a great price. So you should probably learn to Walter White it. Make some goddamn vape juice.
That's how I probably accidentally make something and then like poison myself. You'd probably just never hear from me again because I would have died from fucking vape juice shenanigans.
Well, no, they have a website, liquid recipes, that like people put up their shit and other people like rate it, like how it works, and they're still alive, at least for
You're
now.
putting an absurd amount of faith into my ability to even manage that right now.
They should call it liquidswap.com.
Liquid
Dude,
swap.
I'll just send you whatever. Oh, I got a message from Luke 1911s today.
Oh yeah, you're
how's he
welcome.
doing?
You're welcome, by the way.
How am I welcome? What are you talking about?
They hit me up and were like, "Yo, give me that motherfucker." They give me that motherfucking link. I was like,
Gotta
"Oh,
be
say less."
Gender neutral with our.
I think if you refer to Luke as they, he will come back from. Apparently, he's in Ukraine. So
Wait,
allegedly.
for real?
Supposedly, like he went to a KFC in Ukraine. He's like posing with like Ukrainian troops.
He's in Turkmenistan, helping to put down, whatever the fuck's going on over there.
Sure.
We're gonna just make up more countries.
So Yimmer, you gave him my Instagram today?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it was funny because it's like I'm at work and I get the little notification and I got this message. I saw his name. I'm like, oh yeah, I know who this is. His message is like, oh, do you want to accept his message? I was like, yeah, sure. Follow me or I'll kill you.
Yep.
I'm like, who is this? It's a world famous Mr. 1911. So I got that going. FYI, Grimace is not canonically in the X-Files.
Huh.
Which is, I guess the X-Files expert would know that. I watched a couple episodes of X-Files.
It's not a bad show, honestly.
I love the X-Files.
It's great.
It's not
Yeah,
like one I go on my way to
every
watch,
episode.
but like if like someone told me like put it on, I'm like okay, yeah. It's one of those
The
shows
first
where it's
season's
not.
slow,
It's pretty
and
good.
then once they get into their vibe of being like both very cool about government cover-ups and also like having campy little sci-fi episodes, like episode Monster of the Week episodes, that's when they're at their best. Like seasons like 2 through 7 or so are the best.
Yeah. Based Max. You can call it based now.
Excellent.
Liking the X-Files, so whatever.
Although the most unrealistic part, I will say, is that like 2 FBI agents would continue to collect salary on this assignment for years on end.
Yeah.
Well, they're at the desk specifically to deal with this and then gaslight the rest of the government.
How many seasons they ran for? So he
7?
ran for 11 seasons.
11. Wow. Okay.
They did a reboot 5 years ago.
I watched
I
watched part of the reboot with that
that lasted
mini
for like 3
series.
seasons. So.
Was it 3 seasons? I thought it was like just 1 season.
Yeah, and then they tried to do 2 seasons with the Terminator 2
Yeah.
guy, and it was okay.
Okay.
He was
Well,
he was a placeholder for Mulder, and everyone just wanted Mulder back. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everyone knows you want Mulder to spit in your mouth,
of course, yeah.
All right, so I'm just googling something about the show. No, okay. So I googled, did Fox Mulder ever fuck an alien? And it does not appear that he did. So I'm not wasting 11 seasons of my life to watch a show where he doesn't even fuck an alien.
Yeah, I mean, well, I could just do it for free.
The fungus episode still creeps me out.
The what episode?
The fungus episode where they go down like Georgia and there's like a cave with fungus. It makes you hallucinate, and the fungus eats you as you hallucinate. And I haven't done Shroom since.
That's understandable.
It's kind of bummed me out.
The cordyceps virus infects the insect and creates a zombie to spread its spores to other parts of the colony.
God.
Not the only thing I'd be spreading, you know.
Mm.
Bro, I'm fucking. I was like, I've thought of like at least four unhinged things to say, and they've slipped my mind.
For the best.
You're slipping.
Slipping in my old age, man. I see the grays coming in really good.
How about you graze these nuts?
Ooh, you want it?
Mm.
Yeah, do it. Oh, that's what I was like. I'm like, if Fox Mulder wanted a fucking alien, he could just run across the border, you know, and that'd make a good show. It's like a little racism, a little
Perfect.
southern border.
It's like,
racism.
was it Men in Black 2? Where they're at the border and it's like, oh, there's illegal aliens, and that's like the one longest fucking pun for like the first 10 minutes. And there's actual aliens who are illegal and not just Mexicans.
Not just Mexicans.
Mexicans
What was
are
that
actual
about?
aliens.
What do you think? This is what Ancient Aliens has been trying to tell us for the last decade, is that the Aztecs were doing human sacrifice to appease the aliens. They're building pyramids just like the ancient Egyptians, as stationing bases for the alien spacecraft. And all of the ancient gods the Aztecs thought that they were worshipping as gods were actually aliens commandeering the human race for their blood sacrifices. And
What's up with Xenu, though? You know, serious question. What's up with Xenu?
I'll fuck with the federal government and the FBI and the CIA, but don't ask me to shit talk the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to comment. I don't want to be actually. I don't want to be actually gang stalked.
What's funny is that because when what was it, Trey Parker and Matt Stone did that South Park episode making fun of Scientology, and the Church of Scientology sent did their agents to stalk them and try to pull up dirt, and then they found out they're actually just really normal people. They couldn't get shit on them, which is hilarious. So
Wait,
you can't get shit on me.
Who is this? Sorry, I missed.
The South
Park
guys.
creators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
those guys are.
They're fucking normal. They're libertarian anarchists anyway.
They
that's the worst.
I want to say
they grew
the
up,
two.
I went to the same college as them. They didn't graduate, but I grew up 5 miles from where
they didn't graduate because they went to do some stupid shit.
Yeah,
they're poor now. They're poor.
In the 2000s, at some point, they both dropped acid and went to the Oscars or something, and they wore dresses.
Oh yeah, they were they wore dresses, and they said not that they couldn't comment on the dresses.
Yeah, they were just we're just happy to be here. Why are you guys wearing dresses? This is such a wonderful evening. We're just so happy.
No,
to
they
be
were
here.
swan dresses. They were the cheap
those big
swan
pink
dresses,
ones,
with the swan neck wrapped around you. No, they recently bought the defunct Casa Bonita down in Lakewood, and are trying to reboot Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita.
Which the place was a meme in itself. It was absolutely absurd and bad. The only good thing about Casa Bonita was the churros, the dessert was the only good thing.
They spent $40 million renovating that fucking place.
They got the
For
money.
real? How could they spend that much money?
I'm looking at it right now. South Park creators renovate Casa Bonita for $40 million.
$40 fucking million.
You couldn't. I'm sorry. It was in a strip mall with okay, I get that there's a cliff diving part of it, but that cost $1 million to build a waterfall and a pool.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? How did they spend that much? This is a money laundering operation. What fucking
based?
They were just paying off friends to do little contracts. Is what they were.
Trey Parker net worth is $600 million.
Jesus.
Okay.
So it's for them for some net worth.
But it's the two of them as friends,
yeah,
right?
Okay, so net worth of $70 million for Matt Stone,
Man, I'm
I
feeling
guess.
pizza rolls.
But that's not like actual money on hand. Obviously, as we know, some people
Like
might.
it probably includes the show, Book of Mormon, the property itself. You know, there's probably a bunch
No,
of other
Matt
factors
Stone
in
is
there.
a 700 million, not
Oh.
70.
Oh, did I say 70? I meant to say 700.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard
700.
400.
Puerto Ricans
Together-
can't read.
We cannot.
Together, yeah, they're what, like $1.5 billion. So
Yeah.
dropping 40 mil to renovate a restaurant in a strip mall in Lakewood, Colorado seems weird. But
Unless
it totally
you
makes
have-
sense.
Yeah, if you have God money, it's like whatever.
Yeah. They can write it
Got
off
that
on
fucking
taxes. They can pay for like half the town to make disgusting money off of it.
Mm.
Like the construction company or whatever.
You know, what would you if you guys had fuck you money? What would you do?
You can't say private island, guys.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh no, I already got something in mind. I think it would be hilarious.
What would you do?
Oh, what I do is I would find my top 5 haters,
Uh-huh.
right, that hate me for just being right all the time, and I'd find their parents, right, in their house and find the mortgage on it. I'd pay off their houses, right,
Mhm.
and then I would make a threat to my haters, and not a real one because they wouldn't know that I'm like I could take this house from them whenever I want. 'Cause it's mine now. And then just go and never talk to him again. And but always in the back of their mind, it's like, oh my god, he's like, Mom,
He's gonna sell
come
my
on,
house."
Dad, you gotta get out. You gotta get out of here.
just
And,
just
like-
causing like the acid reflux of all time.
Yeah, I'm just giving them, making them develop a complex, and I don't even care. As soon as I walk away from there, I forgot what the fuck is going on. Or who
You actually buy their mortgage twice. They're trying to like get out from debtors.
Oh, what if I had fuck
I'd buy a
you
ski
money,
resort, just like a little private ski resort.
dude,
Of
I
course you would.
literally, I would take probably half that fucking money and just invest it, and
Pri-
relatively safe.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's not a fun answer though.
No, but the rest of it, I would go do like whatever, like random shit. Like I'd probably pay off people's houses. I would fuck with people. That's a guarantee.
Private
I'll
gun
fuck with
range,
people.
transferable machine guns, all day.
My
Fight every
harem,
tax.
my
I mean,
harem, my
why pay
harem
for
militia will be
transferable
set.
machine guns when you could just get a, like, if you got the fuck
SOT.
you money,
Actually, yeah, I could just
cheaper
get the
to
SOT. Yeah.
and just go from there.
Yep.
So
Fair enough.
I'd want to have my ranch finally in fucking Montana and call it a day.
Oh, you could get your fucking twink harem with fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, my twink Montana ranch harem.
Oh my
You could have 3 grimaces there.
I'll actually
3.
pay for someone's surgery to look and sound and feel like Grimace.
Oh my god. Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's like the movie Tusk.
That's really sexy.
Oh.
I thought of the human centipede, but for Grimace, the one
Oh, God.
concept
Matt.
Hammer just brought up.
Have
God, that
you-
movie sucks so
have
much.
have you guys seen the movie Tusk?
That's the one with
Hell no.
Colin Farrell, right?
Fuck no. Hell no. That's the Lobster with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, but isn't he
Oh,
also in the in Tusk?
In Tusk, I don't. Maybe I don't know. I don't
know.
think so. I haven't watched it. I don't know. Fuck that. I saw what that motherfucker looked like in a screenshot. I'm not watching shit. I like sleeping. That shit look fucked up.
Oh my god.
I told my fucking sister about that movie, and I was like, just the premise? Don't want to watch it. Not for me. And then she's like, oh, I haven't watched it, but it seems like because she's into like fucking weird ass movies. Like she was the one that brought up Human Centipede to me and shit.
Such
showed
a
the trailer.
shitty movie.
And then
Mhm.
when she sends me, so after I tell her about Tusk, she looks up the fucking picture, what he looks like after the transformation, sends it to me. I open my phone at work, and I'm like, bitch.
You just couldn't help it, but just poop and piss. Come even.
Fuck that.
Mm.
Shit fucked. I couldn't even imagine. Because I hate that shit, because I know it's fake. I understand it's
Mhm.
fake. But what? Well, what if
What if?
it was real?
What if that
was
was
real?
me? What if that was you?
How would you feel if that was real? That's how
This
like
literally me.
How would you feel if you were a walrus?
I am the Eggman. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yes, but if you were not the Eggman and you were a walrus, how would you feel?
Oh, I don't know. I like walruses. I think they're cool animals.
Okay.
So there's a lot to. There's a
cool
lot to
are
think.
they?
I don't know. They got mustaches,
true.
bro.
Do you feel like you needed to
JC
release a
is
PSA about how to feed your walrus to an entire community? Because there's so many people who have walruses to feed
Of
in
course.
the background of their Zoom meetings.
There's a lot
I don't
of
know.
just words being said right now, and I don't think I
Yeah.
registered a single one.
Why would anyone post it? So yeah, JC's saying that my wife is more based than me. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many posts I make that are actually my wife posting, not
Just
physical
copyright
posting.
infringement.
She copyright infringement. Fuck off. It's fake. Almost
Intellectual
like something
property
else we were
theft.
talking about
Oh,
earlier
Grimace,
today.
Grimace is real.
Wonder what that could be. Yeah, dude, like, don't like the shit that like I think. Oh, like half of the things that I've gotten the most shit for, like that, not like the direct political stuff, like the stuff I'm talking about, conservatives and shit. Like that's obviously me. My wife doesn't care about that, but shit like, can you do certain things with your partner, your spouse? That's all her. Like that's great. Like she makes great posts. I can't blame her for it. So she's smart.
That's why you married her. Tumblr posts.
I'm glad. No, I didn't even know that. I'm glad I know that now. Like I must have seen it in you before. You were like this, so it's all good. So yeah, what's going on over here? Well, I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Epic.
Gonna go make your fifth child?
Yeah, maybe. Well, not like it's not like a real vacation. We're just visiting family.
Oh.
No, we're going because we're gonna go visit, do a little family thing in Illinois in 2 weeks.
What,
And
Castle
then
Gay Skull?
in September. Okay, so September, I'm hitting up
11th.
Myrtle Beach. If anyone, yeah, actually it is 11th. If anyone wants to fight at Myrtle Beach in September, you come out there. I will fight the fuck out of you.
Where's Myrtle Beach
You got a
again? Is that
problem.
Florida?
North Virginia?
No, close enough. It's South Carolina.
North Virginia.
So South Carolina, if you want a free fight, come out there. I will fight you.
If you want to win a fight,
I'm not talking about winning anything.
Yummer, you should go. You can finally you can get topped by Matt.
Yeah, you get down there. We'll do a little wrestling match on the beach.
Yeah,
on the beach, it's a
wrestling.
little too sandy. We'll just come back, go up to my
That Turkish oil wrestling, you know?
classic.
Matt tapping into the power of girl blogging. So true. So true. All right, that's
all right, guys. Yeah, I mean, anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Anything burning inside you that you got to get out?
That's probably month. We already got all that shit squared away years ago.
I don't know how to help you if you don't notice the sound of your smoke alarm still chirping.
Oh my god.
So true.
I got a new neighbor last week, and like I didn't know he's already been here for like a week, but I've heard his fucking smoke alarm chirp every couple of minutes, all fucking week, and he just fucking lives with it.
Maybe they're deaf.
Huh?
Maybe they're
It's
deaf.
like watching that episode of the
Always Sunny.
No, it's like watching the episode of Parts
The
Unknown
Fly,
with Anthony
Breaking
Bourdain, where he goes to the Belgian, or he goes to the Congo, and we just literally asks the locals, like, wait, where, or like the locals are just like, yeah, nobody's filled a pothole in 70 years since the Belgians left.
Figures.
It's just like the most unintentionally racist show that's ever existed is Big Enough, the Japanese show where they have like 4-year-olds go to the store to buy
Oh yeah.
stuff. Whew. Okay.
Terrible.
Anyways,
Anyways.
with that, good night.
Okay.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another lovely episode. And as always, taxation is theft.
This fucking post in the chat.